We are at 1-1. Gen Zs have won 1. The older generation have won 1. So let's see the third myth. We were told, buy and hold forever. Once you buy land, never sell it. It is almost like asking for a curse, especially when you sell ancestral land. It is buy and hold forever. How does that sit for Gen Zs? How do you see it?
Totally on the left. We are totally disagreeing. Because first, let me tell you, it was even land. We were even threatened with cars.
Yes.
Tangible things. We were told, once you get that one, that's yours forever. You do not sell it, you hold it, you use it, you utilize it, you do not do anything about it. We were threatened with that, we were threatened with curses. So we grew up with these things, but now that we've gone to school and we are challenging these ideologies and perspectives, we're starting to notice that this is not true. Nothing is going to happen to you because you've decided that today, maybe as a Gen Z, you bought land somewhere and you're saying that there's no value in it. You go sell it because there's a very high chance that you're going to get value from you selling it. You can take that money and now put it in an investment fund, in an invested fund that is actually going to multiply it way better than leaving that land idle. But we have our parents, some of our parents with land somewhere and they have not developed it to date. And you wonder, sell it. And they don't want to sell it.
Yes.
So you see us.
They say it is this one I'm keeping it for my children, my grandchildren.
They even threaten you with, I've gone to the lawyers and I have put this under your name. You're like, okay, thank you. But it's idle.
Yes.
And I don't have enough money to help you set it up and build something on it.
Yeah.
So it's literally idle land. And honestly speaking, that does not have any value for me as your child. It does not have value for my future. But if you sell it, then we can do something better for it. Because even if you want to leave generational wealth for me, you can sell that land, you can put it in an investment fund that I'm going to have, and even my children are going to benefit from it, just because of that one move that is more objective and it's more beneficiary for all of us than insisting that if you sell that, then the whole family line is cast. That's not true.
What about this thinking that you can never make loss with the land, but you can make losses in all the other investments?
That is very false, because like I just said, that our parents who have idle land, and I'm saying it because I know there's idle land somewhere. You have idle land, it's already making a loss because you bought it, for example, in 2018. You haven't developed it in 2025. Are you earning anything from it, really? Nothing. So those are very many years, 7 years that you wasted when, if probably you sold it maybe in 2019, right now we'll be having a different conversation because your money will be multiplying. So that's not true. If you sell that land will give you loss more than an investment fund will do. Put it in an investment fund.
Because there's maintenance cost, you have to put some fence, and people will take down the fence because there's nobody really.
And then imagine you have that land in Kitengela, and then the herders want to put their cows there to eat grass on your land. Then they cut your fence, and then you have to come and do another new fencing. That's a lot of money you've already lost. And honestly speaking, there are better ways to put wealth for the next generation. So that's not the way to go.
Is land is a very important asset to the older generation. In fact, that's where most of the wealth was created before. But do Gen Zs factor in at least owning a small piece of land, or they don't care even dying without having ever owned a piece of land?
Okay, I see we are really searching for that. Okay, this is it. Like I said, for those who are privileged, I would say privileged to have some inheritance land. This is how I look at it. you can keep it. But like I said, it has to have some value. So for example, I'll speak for myself. If there's land somewhere in my rural country,
Yes.
I'm not there, obviously. I'm here and I'm really young, so I have no business going there unless I just want to go and enjoy some quiet and some sleep.
Yeah.
But if I'm here, I would ensure that that land is profitable in terms of maybe I've grown something there. Maybe I do some farming. And this is where now the older generation comes in. You guys are very knowledgeable in terms of farming and agriculture. So if we come to you, even as our parents, etc., and those pieces of land that are away from us, who are in Nairobi and you're in rural, the land is in rural, we can make sure that there's some activity happening there. And that money is plowed into
So developed
an
land
investment.
that is used for one production or the other.
Yes.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of
makes
sense.
sense.
Because even if I were to get land right now, and it's somewhere where I think I can grow a lot of maize, I'm totally putting maize there.
You know, as guys, we used to have investment clubs. We put our money together, we buy land. What do you guys do?
Kila mtu kivyake.
Okay. So you guys don't have, Gen Zs don't have groups of investing?
Like merry-go-rounds?
Yes. No, or not even. Okay. I'm giving it a more modern name. Investment club or investment company.
So that's a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
I think a merry-go-round.
Yeah, clearly, just the fact that I have to explain it is not in the world of Gen Z.
So not really.
Yes.
I'll say no, not because
So
of
do
land.
Gen Zs come together to invest together?
Yeah, for trips.
For trips?
Or sherehe. You can do that.
That is the investment.
Yeah, if we want to go to Malindi, Watamu in December as friends,
Yeah.
right now is the time we are working on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we're together, we're doing it. But in terms of like land, we'll have the discussion together as friends, but everybody is going to do their own thing.
I see.
Yeah, I have not met Gen Zs who are doing that, not yet.
And in that discussion about investing, even if they go and invest separately, does land ever feature?
Yeah, it does.
It does?
It does.
Okay.
It does. It does a lot.
And?
So the discussion, we are always, honestly speaking about my friends, we always live impartial. Because there are some of us who still believe that it's very necessary, especially the guys.
Yes.
So our guy friends believe it's a birthright that still needs to be passed down. So as a man, you need to have land somewhere so that you can continue your lineage.
Okay.
So there's still those old customs.
In terms of, other than inheritance, do they think of I'm going to buy land? Is it a major part of the conversation when investment is the subject?
No, not land. Apartments, yes, but not land.
But not land.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, apartments.
So when you talk about land, it's what you're going to inherit from your parents.
That, or like I said now, the men thinking of where they're going to start their family. So they're having those, they were taught those customs, you know, growing up. Culture says a man needs to have his own land so that he can bring in his own family.
Yeah.
So there are still some Gen Zs with the same, that old age mindset that a man needs to have his own secluded land somewhere that he can bring his wife and children. So I still have friends who think like that, and they're looking for land. Some have bought land.
Okay.
Yeah, it's idle, but they've bought it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, do you guys have interest in the parcels of land that your parents have? You know, that was a big thing for us. When my mother was going to see the land that she's bought, you know, she would carry us along. Is it something that you guys have an interest in?
Yeah, of course we do. For me, I have an interest because of two things. I'm worried where my mom is going to be laid to rest. So if she has land, I need to think, does she want to be laid to rest there? And if that's the case, then I need to understand what to do with it.
Yeah.
And 2, if my mom already has land, I'm thinking what we can do to generate money
Yeah.
out of that land if she doesn't want to sell it.
Yeah.
So are we putting in agriculture, farming, or setting up structures like apartments, etc., just to generate income from that land? So it's not necessarily I'm looking at it and being happy because my mom has land and now we have to struggle to live there.
Yeah.
It's just an understanding of 2 things. Where does she want to be later? Number 2, what can I do right now with the land that she has to generate money for us as a family and for herself? Yeah.
Okay. So I think what is coming out clearly in a fast digital economy, the importance of land as a big component of our portfolio has diminished greatly. That's very clear.
Yeah.
The other thing that is coming out is that every asset should serve a purpose. Even if it is land, we should never buy land for the sake of just having it and showing that we have land. It must, if we have land, we must develop it, and it must be affecting our cash flows that is coming into our pocket.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is also land is not the only thing. People, where we are coming from, people used to only own land, but now we own many things. So it's a portfolio of assets, and we need to keep rebalancing our portfolio depending on the season we are in. Maybe we're in a season where land is not performing very well for a long time. Then it makes sense to sell that land and switch your assets to something that is moving faster and is earning higher return. It protects you against inflation and many other things that come with it. Even though they say that land is one of the way of protecting ourselves against inflation. But I think in Kenya especially, where we had a period where land prices escalated through the roof, I think we are still recovering from that. So there may be that bit of a lag for us to see land appreciating and keeping up with inflation. Yeah. So in conclusion, what would you conclude?
I'd say the Gen Zs win for this one.
The Gen Zs win.
Yeah, we win for this one. I think you guys need to move this. We need to have discussions with us.
Yeah.
Can tell you what to do. Stop telling us to wait for that land. Yeah.
I think it's my moment to humble myself and cross the floor. I stand with the Gen Z then.
Yay.
Investing is about agility. It's not about attachment. Investing needs to be responsive or dynamic to the environment that we are in. And buying and holding, let's say, land forever may not work to the best interest of your journey towards financial freedom. So it's a Gen Z.
Gen Z.
The Gen Z.
Yeah.
See you in the next video.